Hi, everybody. After working on site doing cart captioning for 1 year, I had the opportunity to sign up for my second on-site school. And today we're going to talk about that part. This is the third episode in the series called Day in the Life of a Clean Real-Time Stenographer. By now, I had progressed from cotyledon stage to growing a few more leaves on my tree. That is, I was offered the opportunity to apply to a second school in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-site cart captioner at De Anza College. Their application process required me to fill out an application form, take a 5-minute real-time test, and provide a pay stub from my previous employer at West Valley College. When I took the real-time test, I dropped a few lines and used dashes to accommodate while still getting the gist of the message. I remember the application form had a question: "What is your weakness?" And I said, "I'm not fast enough yet. I only type 180 words per minute, and the instructors might speak at 225 words per minute." Apparently, that answer was satisfactory, and I got the job. If you are enjoying my video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. At this job, I had to also get parking permits. Within 1 year of working for West Valley College, I had added De Anza College to my plate. I stopped going to school and was working part-time by now. Every semester, at the beginning of the semester, when I accepted full-length semester courses to provide cart captioning for, I would make a schedule for myself with all the classes that I had for that semester. And I would post it on the wall in front of my desk at home and also on my desktop slideshow for my laptop computer. Then for each day, I would have anywhere from 2 to 4 classes to provide cart captioning for. To remind myself of my classes, I would wear different bracelets representing each class. So if I had 4 classes for that day, I look like a gypsy. You see, I'm not a born organized person. I'm wired for creativity and chaos, which are one and the same gift. So to be organized, I had to have multiple redundancies as reminders of my schedule. This included my phone alarms that I set for each class, and the bracelets, and the semester schedule on my laptop. With all the different demands going on, sometimes things would slip up and I would have forgotten to get my parking permit and get a parking ticket for $32, which I had to pay several times in those 3 years that I did on-site cart. Driving between schools was a limiting factor on how much I could make doing on-site cart. And I had to drag my equipment around, set it up, and tear it down for each class. So if I had back-to-back classes with 10 minutes of interchange time, it was a real challenge to get across campus to the next class and get set up. I would lift weights, 7 pounds on each arm, every day to keep my strength training up so that I could lug equipment sometimes up stairways and down hallways, etc. It was quite a workout compared to remote cart captioning. And when a student would not show up for a class, or the class would be canceled last minute, I would drive to the site, find out the class was canceled, and drive home, all of which was wasted time and gasoline traveling around for nothing. I remember at De Anza College, I had one student who had a differential equations math class. During his class, the instructor talked so fast about mathematics and wrote so many equations on the board that not only did my CART student need the transcript, all of his classmates were vying to get a seat next to us so they could see the transcript too. Since I also had a degree in mathematics from university prior to becoming a stenographer, as an on-site CART captioner with a math degree, I could put in not only what the instructor said using my instructor speaker designation, but I could also use a board work designation to fill in from the board all the equations that the instructor was writing on the board. This is not possible in remote CART, as I would not be able to see what the instructor was writing on the board, nor is it required on the job. But I just did it because it was possible and my speed had gotten fast enough to accommodate. In the next video, I'll talk about the third on-site school that I added to my plate. Now my career tree was a little plant growing a few extra branches. Stay tuned. Okay, so now I had, at this point in my career, two different schools to drive between. And I remember driving to the schools, you have to remember which school has which class. So you have to be organized. And that was quite a challenge, especially when the next time you'll see I added a third school.